Hey there, we are going to talk about how to use your StoryBrand brand script for social media. I've been working in the social media space for about 10 years now, and I've been a certified StoryBrand guide for about a year and a half. And I have often heard people say, I have a brand script. I don't know how to use it on social. I know how to use it in my email marketing campaigns, and I know how to use it to wireframe a website, but I don't know how to use it in social media. Like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Now, if you don't know what a StoryBrand brand script is, that's fine. You want to go to mystorybrand.com and you'll be able to create a free brand script. There's videos on there on how you can make it. But this video is for people who pretty much already have a brand script. And you might be using the pager method that I came up with because you've got promotional content that you want to point people towards. And a lot of what I say with the promotional content is whether it's an initiative or an event or something that you're pointing people towards, you need to start with a brand script. So I'm going to take you through a method I've created that will show you in minutes how to create social media content in minutes that you can post. So wait, let me put my name on here. My name's Annie Schiffman. I'm a StoryBrand certified guide, and I've worked in the organic social media space for about 10 years now. I started the company Downstage Media, which is all about using social media strategies, email marketing strategies, and StoryBrand strategies to save you time. Because I know that if you are trying to grow a brand, you're trying to build a business, you just don't have enough time. So much of what you're going to find from me are different ways that you can save time. And one way of saving time is by not starting all over again. So if you've already taken the time to create a StoryBrand brand script, I'm going to show you how you can use that on social media. So I do want to say that you don't want to post this kind of stuff too often. So if you've been following me at all, you know I've created the pager method for social media, which basically means that promotional stuff you're only going to post one time out of every 5. So PAGER, each one of those letters stands for a different kind of content that you're going to post on social media. And so if you're posting 5 times a week, one for each letter, then the promotional stuff is only happening once a week. And that's where this comes into play. So I'm going to show you how you can create a bunch of posts that are going to drive signups or drive sales that are going to get people to do the thing that you want them to do in your business in just a few minutes of how you can make them. It's going to be fun too. Okay. So, because, oh wait, here's the other thing real quick is like too many people create a brand script. They either read Building a Story Brand or they go through the StoryBrand marketing live stream with me, and they've got this beautiful brand script that they've made. They've got the 7 messages that they need to share their work with the world. And then it languishes. They adjust their website once, they maybe make an email campaign out of it, but they don't really know what to do with that brand script other than that. So I'm going to show you how you can get more mileage out of your brand script so that way it doesn't languish. All you're going to need is your filled out brand script, a die, and if you don't have one of these, no problem. I'm going to show you how Google's going to hook you up, and a coin that you can flip, which I actually don't have. So I'll show you how Google's going to hook you up with that too. Okay. So the first thing is to get a brand script. So again, you can go to my story. Here, I'll put that on there. You can go to mystorybrand.com. And that will allow you to create a brand script. But you want to think about a brand script for your company, to promote your company, to promote maybe a lead generator that you have, to promote an event that you have, to promote an initiative, something like that, right? So you want to create a brand script for it. So So get that brand script. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here we have a brand script. Now, what I have done is I have numbered this brand script. You see how there's numbers 1 through 10 on here, and then there's H and T. So you've got your brand script, you've got them numbered. Then you want to fill out, I'm going to hide this guy. You're going to fill out your brand script for your company, for your initiative, for your event, for whatever it is. So I've made one for a fake barbecue joint. I'm going to call it Nashville's Best Barbecue. That's the name of the barbecue joint. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We want to make a social media post from this. So we're going to roll the dice and we're going to flip a coin. And whatever number I roll on the die is part of the caption that I'm going to make on my social media post. Now, if you do not have a die, then you can go to Google and just type in roll dice and you will be able to roll the dice on your on a 10-sided die. Let me see if I can share my screen so I can show that to you. Let's see here. Window, boom, share, show it in the stream, hide this. So you see that? It automatically defaults to, it automatically defaults to a 6-sided die, but you could push 10 twice and then push roll. And look at that. This is why we have the internet, ladies and gentlemen. I know that there's all these other practical uses for the internet, but this is really where it's at. Okay, so we've got our dice here. Okay, so I'm going to put my brand script here. Can I adjust this a little bit? Like, no. You're right. Okay, so our number is 8 and 5. Okay, 8 and 5. We're just going to remember that 8 and 5. So I'm going to look on my brand script for number 5 and for number 8. So number 8, there's a whole bunch of little options there. And I know that this is hard for you to read, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through. So 8 is, what are the great things, basically? What are the great things that your audience member is going to experience by going to Nashville's Best BBQ, right? So there's live music on Tuesdays. It's been family owned because Pop-Up started it in 1983. There's beer, there's mouth-watering ribs, old style barbecue, right? So I can pick from any of those things, those elements in that brand script, because that's number 8. So number 8, I'm going to say it's a no pretension zone. That's one of the successful results that's listed there. And then number 5 is just like you. We think the good stuff should stay that way. Oh no, actually, I'm going to switch this around. Okay. So here we go. So I'm going to create a caption for a social media post. And I want you to imagine your grandfather or a grandfatherly like person that people call Pop-Up. I want you to imagine that person in like a sepia toned picture. Okay. So, and then this is what the caption is. Just like you, we think the good stuff should stay that way. Nashville's Best BBQ has been family owned since Pop-Up started it in 1983. Sign up for text messages for a free slice of dump cake. All right. So boom, right there. We've got number 8, we got number 5, and then you could flip a coin for heads or tails as to what your call to action is going to be. I just did one on the fly just then. I picked tails, which is sign up for text messages for a free slice of dump cake, right? So we could easily create some visuals that are going to go with that. So we've got our brand script, right? We rolled the dice, we flipped a coin. Then we put together the corresponding copy with those numbers. And then finally, you just got to add a visual. So that's where you're going to have your sepia toned pic of Pop-Up from 1983. And then you're also going to have a picture of the amazing slice of dump cake that people are going to get when they sign up for text messages, right? Something like that. Here, I'm going to get rid of this crawler here. Hide that. There we go. So that's how you do it right now. What you want to do is repeat this process a bunch of times. So let's do that. We're going to repeat the process. Here we go. So now Google, I'm going to click roll. And what do I have? I've got 2 and 10. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my BrandScript again. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to hide that so we could see a little bit better. Now I'm hidden, so you can't see my thing really well. I'm going to do it. Okay. So you can see it a little bit better. I know it's a little bit tricky for you to read, but number 10 is to go. So 10 and 2. Okay. All right. We got it. 10 and 2. Go from trying to keep up to keeping it classic. It seems like everything is always changing. Not at Nashville's best BBQ. Order now. Right? So that could be your caption, but you can show images of people who are keeping it classic. And you can show images of things that are always changing and not necessarily for the better, right? And how classic is better. And so then you're going to tell people to order now, right? So that's another social media post that you can create. So you are going to rinse and repeat and do this 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. If you do that, then you're going to have 3, 4, or 5 different social media posts that you can post once a week to point people towards your business, to get them to do the thing that you want them to do. In Nashville's best BBQ case, it's either to sign up for text messages or to order now, right? One of those 2 things. So that's how you can use your BrandScript to make a whole bunch of social media posts. So you're going to make a whole bunch of social media content in minutes. I'm a big fan of batching your content together. So that way, while you're already warmed up, you've already got the files in front of you. Maybe you're grabbing visuals from your website. Maybe you're grabbing visuals from an approved roll of photos that you have, something like that. Maybe you're making a video from it. You're using some kind of AI tool to create a video, something like that, really easily. But you can make a whole bunch of social media content in minutes just by using this very simple method. So you're going to need to get yourself a BrandScript. If you don't have a BrandScript already, you can go to mystorybrand.com and you can get a free one, or you can join me at the next StoryBrand marketing live stream. I'm going to be facilitating a small group of, usually it's people who are in the performing arts space or the creative space, but it's always people who have 1 or 2 or at most 3 people on their marketing team, and they are pressed for time. So I will work you through your BrandScript, and by the end of our 2 days together, you're going to have your BrandScript done, and you're going to have all of these other marketing assets already done, plus a 5-point plan of what you're going to need. So go to downstage.media/livestream to get all the details about that, to find out about the next one, so that way you can get your BrandScript. And then once you learn the process for getting a BrandScript, then you can use that for any upcoming events that you have, for any initiatives that your business has, for any products that your business offers, all of that kind of stuff. You're just going to be able to use this same framework over and over again, and then add this into your mix. So if you're using the pager method for your social media, now you know exactly what you're going to make once a week to point people towards your business goals. So that way you're able to drive traffic to your website, to get them to do the thing that you want them to do. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you. I've got a whole blog post about this as well. I'm going to link to that in the description. And I can't wait to hear how this works for you. Let me know in the comments how quickly you've been able to come up with content for your brand.